Don't know what happened to that guy. Welcome back to my channel. Thanks for joining me today. I am taking my first ever thrifting field trip, I guess you could say. I'm headed all the way up to Lake Erie, and along the way I'm going to stop off at a lot of Goodwills and see what I can find to hopefully sell for a profit, either online or sell locally. I don't have Titus with me on this trip. However, I do have my wife's car, Blueberry. Say hi to Blueberry. And we're gonna go to this Goodwill first and see what we can find.
I need to do a return.
Chaps XL. How much is this? $18. Pass on that. Ooh, okay. Oh man, stain. Ooh, that's too bad. That would have been fun. So yeah, it's gonna. That might be too small. That's kind of neat. Button. That's broken right there. Ah, too bad. Golf clubs. $2.99, right price for clubs. Just pick it up. Had some quality things in there, but nothing to sell really online to make a profit on. I did buy this Tommy Armour 855S. Was it 8 iron? Yeah, 8 iron. Bought it for $3, rounded up to 4. I don't know, 20 bucks maybe. We'll see. But on to the next one. I'm in Springfield, Ohio, and here's the next Goodwill. See what we can find in this one. Helps if I use the right side. Yeah, small one. Sometimes the small ones have some good stuff in it, though. I think I got plenty of shoes, but let's see. Am I missing anything? I think so. It's kind of cool. Well, nothing there. I think there's one not too far away from here, maybe about 5 miles, but I'm not going to go out of my way. I'm just going to hit Goodwills along the way. So let's go on to the next one. Still in Springfield, and I got a bigger Goodwill here. And somebody put their cart away. I'm gonna go take that in for them. Good deed for the day done. The music was absolutely blaring in this Goodwill, so I had to cut it out. I spotted this promo jersey for the Kanga Cup, which is a youth soccer tournament down in Australia. It had a cool design, so that's what attracted me to it. Sold comps were a little weak, so I passed on it. Another pretty good Goodwill, but just nothing there to flip. I debated about that Kanga Cup jersey. Kind of, I don't know how retro it was, but couldn't find any good sold comps on it. But I might regret not taking it. But time to go to the next one. We'll see what happens. I'm now in Columbus, Ohio, and we've got this Goodwill right here to go into. Hopefully we'll find some good stuff and not lay an egg like we have been the past couple of Goodwills, but we'll see. More loud music in this Goodwill. Stumbled upon some hats, looked around for just a minute on those hats, nothing big. Spotted this Toronto Blue Jays hat with the retro style. It was small and in pretty rough shape, so I passed. I checked out these really cool Vans, really interesting colors on it, but not for 13 bucks. Again, a whole lot of nothing. Stuff's getting overpriced too sometimes. Driving a lot, not finding a lot. Okay, got another Goodwill to go to. This one's a bigger one. Hopefully larger means a lot of good stuff. I picked up this Minnesota Twins cap, held on to it for a little bit, but then I decided just to let it go. Goodness. Golf club overload. That Goodwill was jam-packed full of stuff. I'm getting tired. I got a lot of hours left to go to get where I'm going, and I need to get started on that. So I think I've got about 5 more hours to drive before I get to my destination. So I'm going to hold off on any more Goodwills today unless there happens to be one close by where I'm stopping to maybe hit the bathroom, get something to eat, or fill up the gas. Blueberry and I are going to hit the road now, and we'll see you in a few minutes. A little side diversion here as I'm making my way home. Just south of Erie is the cute little town of Waterford, and this is such an historic place. A lot of interesting architecture. George Washington was here right before the Revolutionary War, and this house right here, and I only know this just because of the sign, this house right here, sorry for all the traffic, highway going right through here. This house right here was the site of an old French fort, and now a museum. I'm not seeing any museum hours or anything, but the Judson House, it says. Those, I don't know if those are original, but man, those shutters almost look original. Oh, what are those? Probably for fingers? I think those are for fingers. I don't know. Fort LaBeouf Museum right down there. And right across the street is the Eagle Hotel. Built, I think they said, it says 1823. And there's a little garden over here with George Washington statue. There's the Eagle Hotel. 1826. Sorry again for all the noise. Highway right through here. So it says in December of 1753, George Washington came here with notice from the governor of Virginia to the French that they were trespassing on British soil. The statue shows George Washington carried his first public mission. Beautiful little garden. There's the statue of George. A little map of what the fort used to look like. Cute little house too. Actually kind of a big house. Almost like a little pioneer village. Different plants for food. Furniture maker. This would be interesting. Down here it looks like people are building a cabin from the ground up. Cool. Good luck. Not what I had planned this summer, but Soldier's Garden at Fort LaBeouf, open to the public. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Don't know what happened to that guy. So, pretty cool. My hat's off to, man, those settlers coming in, not knowing what to expect. And, man, such a rich history out this way. So the Eagle Hotel looks like it's now a restaurant, Amish style cooking and baking. Sounds pretty good. Unfortunately, it's closed on Monday, and today's Monday. Howdy.
Morning.
How are you?
Yep.
I'm just traveling through. I saw this, and this is pretty cool. Yeah, though, what I was told, hey, George Washington slept here. I think, okay. As soon as I read the sign, I was like, wait a minute, 1826, he was dead by that point.
He was dead for a quarter century.
Yeah.
Now, if you say that George, don't back up there, you'll get some white on your shirt. Now, if you want to know if George Washington slept here,
yeah,
he did. Somewhere on the ground over there.
Yeah.
Because he did travel here. He was 21 years old.
Cool.
And the governor of Virginia had sent him to give a letter to the French to say, go home, this is our territory.
Yeah.
And of course they didn't, because they claimed it too. But this was the first thing that George Washington did as a public servant. It was a 500-mile journey from Williamsburg, Virginia, mostly through wilderness up here.
Yeah.
President Zachary Taylor stayed here one night in a room up there.
All right. So probably that.
In that corner.
In that
yes.
corner room. Huh, interesting.
And he was also a big fan of George Washington.
Now, I've been to Zachary Taylor's grave. I'm on a mission to visit all the president's graves.
And he was responsible for California being admitted as a free state.
Interesting.
Because he'd been out west, and the war, this is suitable for cattle or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know you don't want that.
Well, how about you give me a fist
I'll
bump?
give you a fist bump there.
And maybe next time I'm here, I can step on in.
Yeah. There is a phone number down there on the outside. If you're ever here and you want to go up there, you have time, I'll be glad to come over, even if it's, you know, just a special appointment.
That'd be awesome. Walking through Waterford Town Square, such a picturesque small town USA quad. They just recently had a festival. Sweet gazebo. Gotta have a band in there probably at one point. So you got a road heading out that way, going to another town. And just these beautiful churches and homes, and just a nice, fun area. Every person I've met, come in contact with, or even just overhear them talking, have been so kind, so courteous. We need much more of that in our world, don't we? What an absolutely beautiful community in terms of both people being kind and generous, to all the wonderful architecture that we can see around us here. Inspiring is what it is. I feel like I want to go home and plant a garden and plant a lot of flowers and make sure I trim up the edges and the driveway. I could walk around here all day long, but I can't do that. I gotta get back on the road, and let's go see what I can find at the next Goodwill. This is my last day in Erie, Pennsylvania. In fact, I've already checked out of my hotel. I'm going to start today's thrifting adventure at the Goodwill here in Erie. And hopefully it will begin a great day of fabulous finds at Goodwills as I drive home from my little thrifting field trip. Come along. See what you got, Goodwill, Erie. Dress shoes I stay away from. Stay away from dress shoes. Women's dress shoes anyway. Which is about what they got. Some Columbia. Oop. Decent treads, but 6.5. $10.99. Maybe look those up. See what sold comps are. Sold comps for about $20, and I'll leave those there for somebody else to enjoy. FootJoy Helix. I've been having problems selling FootJoys. $12.99. That's FootJoy Helix. Yeah, leave those alone. $8.99. Let's look at those. Not too bad. Got these Saucony Cohesions. It says $8.99. But it rang up at $4.99. I don't know why. And on the receipt it said discount, so maybe shoes were a little bit off. But these are only good shoes right over there. Other shoes I just wasn't interested in. Time to start the journey back home, and I will stop off at a few Goodwills along the way. I'm now south of Cleveland, Ohio, and I got this Goodwill to go to. See what we can get. Hopefully find some good stuff. I think I've got this one and one more to go before I head straight home. 9 a.m. to 8, that's good. It's a nice hat. Oregon, Nike, one size fits all, still has the sticker on it. Hats, $2.14, take that. Yeah, good find. Clothes. So training that. $2. I'm gonna get that. Pretty happy about my purchases in there because I rounded it up to $5. I got this Skills lightning rod practice bat. It's lightweight. Sold comps are around 20 bucks, and I think I'm going to do pretty well on that. Be easy to list anyway. Also got this University of Oregon, or is it Oregon University, Nike one size fits all dry fit hat, essentially new with tags, and that was only $2.14. So far pretty happy about today's pickups. Goodwill right there. Let's go see what we can find. That's awesome. Another one that closes at 8 o'clock. That's great. Hope we have some good prices in here like the last one. Here I found a uniform for the New Mexico Military Institute. What attracted me to it was the really cool patches on it. It was in excellent condition, but I couldn't see there being a big market for this, so I passed. Nope, nothing in there. Well, that's all the Goodwills I'm going to. I'm here at a rest stop. I have about 4 or 5 more hours to go before I'm home. And, you know, out of all those Goodwills I went to, I only found that Oregon hat, a golf club, pair of Saucony running shoes, and that practice bat. And that's it. But sometimes that's what you get. And sometimes the prices are good, sometimes they're not very good. And recently we've been seeing prices aren't very good. But I had a lot of fun on the journey, and now I am going to go home. Like this video, please subscribe to my channel, post a comment below, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.